Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, today I have this Stenocereus flower open, and I have a Weberii flower open. So I'm going to go ahead and cross this again. I did that cross with this other flower I had, and it looks like it's stuck. See here? So, still gonna give it a few more days, hoping it doesn't fall and it did stick. Then that would mean that Weberii pollen does work on the Stenocereus. It would mean that they are compatible. So this is pretty high up here. What I'm gonna do is collect some pollen. I got a green cup just so I could see the pollen better. So here's a Stenocereus, and I'm gonna, yeah, the pollen's ready. So let me collect some of this pollen here. And then I'll work on opening up the stigma to give it that Weberii pollen. So you can see the pollen here. This is the Stenocereus pollen. And then take a look at the, if you see from the Stenocereus that opened up, this other one from the front of my house. Sorry, there's some noises here. We get coyotes, skunks, squirrels, a lot of cats, raccoons. So here's that stigma right here. As you can see from the other video I put, the stigma really stuck out, and this one it doesn't. It kind of sucks. So the other Stenocereus is a much easier flower to pollinate. So yeah, look, if you see here, it does not stick out. It is like, it's like in here. So look, let me show you. So the stigma is right here. See it? Right at my fingertip. Anyways, so I'm gonna go out to the Weberii, see if it's ready to be pollinated. Stay tuned. Okay, hey guys, so here's that Weberii flower, and there is pollen already. You can see here, there's pollen. So it's not fully open, but you can see there's some crazy there's crazy nectar in that flower. You see it? The ants are collecting that. Let me look for the, so there is the stigma right here. Look at all that pollen. Look. Okay. So let me move aside some of these ants. Damn, the pollen that this flower releases is crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna collect the pollen here. I'm just gonna get the pollen from the Stenocereus. And you know what? I like using black tip brushes. That way I can see the pollen instead of a white tip or a lighter tip brush where I can't really tell if the pollen is on there, but I know it is. But I just like to rest assured that there is pollen. But yeah, there is pollen here. I wish I could see it better. So I'm just gonna brush it on the stigma in a twisting motion like this. And yeah, I would want to open up the stigma, but it's not really opening that well. Get a little more pollen from here. Yeah, I'm just gonna twist it on. I really need a better camera. Okay, I'm gonna collect some of this pollen to pollinate the Stenocereus in the back. And there is an abundance of pollen on here. It's pretty crazy. And I'm using the same container, same brush. Let me get more. So the main cross I want is actually Stenocereus as a mother and this as a father, or I should say the pollen source. You can see I got enough pollen here. So I'll go back to the Stenocereus now. Let me get down from this slope. Okay, so I'm back here with the Stenocereus. And I'm standing on a little step stool, so I'm a little higher. So I collected a lot of Pachycereus weberi pollen. I'm gonna go ahead and pollinate the stigma. I'm actually gonna put my finger on one side and I'm just gonna twist the brush to brush the pollen here. What I like to do is totally move these anthers and the stigma over here. It's kind of hard to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. So if this sets fruit, I will be growing the seeds, and I will bag this up right now again. I had a bag on this earlier. Okay, so we should be good here. I'm not too convinced about the weberi flower, but I'm more interested in getting this one pollinated than I am about the weberi. So that should do it. And like I said before, I did this cross maybe a week ago, and second, you can see that it looks like it's stuck. So this was a successful cross, I hope. Sometimes the flowers, the bud like this, it stays on for a little longer and then it'll fall off. So I'm hoping it just stays on, and I'll be happy once I see it start plumping up. And I still have a lot of buds to go. Look at this. I got a good amount of buds. So I still have a lot of buds at different stages. This one looks like it's ready to pop. These a few more days. And over here with this one, I have there's less buds, but there's a few. There's at least 12. This one looks like it's gonna pop soon. Anyways, guys, I'll do an updated video to confirm, see whether this cross stuck, and then I'll be growing a bunch of these seeds. It'll be pretty cool to see a Stenocereus with some weberi characteristics. And I'll do an updated video 10 to 20 years from now to see what kind of fruit it produces. Anyways, alright guys, cheers.